I don't want to talk about that, man, because some problem might happen, right, to my account. I don't want to talk about that, man. But there's a lot of different agendas happening, right, that you have to kind of keep yourself aware of, and you have to kind of make sure you're paying attention, right? Again, atheism, right, is the biggest conspiracy in the modern world, in the modern age, in my opinion, right? Why is that? Because atheism is a Trojan horse for nihilism. Atheism's a Trojan horse for nihilism. Atheism, it kind of entails nihilism. Again, because what does atheism say? Atheism says we're just accidents, right? There was no designer, creator, or maker, or anything like that. There was no God behind anything, right? So we're just accidents. If we're just accidents, we don't have any real purpose or meaning or value, right? So we're just meaningless and stuff. We don't have any real purpose or meaning or value, right? This is literally nihilism, right? Again, this is why atheism is a Trojan horse for nihilism, right? And this is why atheism is the biggest conspiracy in the modern age. In the modern age, atheism is the biggest conspiracy in the modern age. It dwarfs all of the other conspiracies. As nihilism is shocking, is extremely destructive. It's going to lead to a lot of depression and misery, right? Nihilism, but nihilism, atheism. This is like atheism is nihilism, right? Because again, atheism says that we're just accidents. We don't really exist for any real reason or purpose, right? We're just accidents, right? This is nihilism, Isn't that shocking? Nihilism is like terrifying, right? Nihilism, literally, that means that you might as well just commit suicide, right? There's no real reason for you to do anything, right? Because it's all just meaningless, right? And then, and this is why I believe, atheism's the biggest conspiracy, and no one's really even catching on, right? People always just talk about the flat Earth, and they talk about all these other types of conspiracies, right? They don't really even focus on like the biggest conspiracy that dwarfs all of this, right? Which is like atheism, right? Atheism is the biggest conspiracy in the modern age, because atheism is a Trojan horse for nihilism, right? And Albert Pike again said that we shall unleash the atheists and the nihilists. We shall unleash the atheists and the nihilists and stuff. He said that there will be some type of concerted effort to normalize atheism. And he said that, because atheism would become normalized, nihilism would also become normalized, right? Because atheism's a Trojan horse for nihilism. Because they entail each other, they follow each other perfectly and stuff. And this is kind of shocking. This is shocking, man. Atheism entails nihilism, right? It's a Trojan horse for nihilism. That's shocking, man. That's why you gotta keep yourself aware. You gotta make sure you're catching on to a lot of these agendas being carried out, right? Atheism is the biggest conspiracy in the modern world. You have to kind of pay attention to that, man. And dwarfs all the other conspiracies, right? Why is that? Because atheism's a Trojan horse for nihilism. It's a Trojan horse for nihilism. Right? With atheism, you get nihilism, right? With atheism becoming normalized, right? Nihilism would also become normalized, and that's kind of shocking. That's kind of very shocking, right? Scary as well, man. You gotta kind of make sure you're paying attention and you're aware of this and stuff, because atheism entails nihilism and stuff. That's kind of shocking, man. And that's why atheism's the biggest conspiracy in the modern world, right? Again, they're trying to normalize atheism, right? What's going to happen when they normalize atheism? They're also going to normalize nihilism, right? Why is that bad? That's bad because once you nihilism, that's basically once you embrace nihilism, that's like your life's pretty much over, right? You might as well just commit suicide, man. Once you embrace nihilism, you might as well just commit suicide, because there's no reason you should even exist. But this is what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to normalize atheism, right? And they're through atheism, right? By them trying to normalize atheism, they're also going to normalize nihilism, right? And if they do this, then that means that there, you know, kind of, there's going to be a lot of depressed people in the future, and you know, it's going to be kind of scary and terrifying, man. I believe that, you know, suicide's going to become more common, right? You know, once, if atheism, you know, because, you know, atheism, nihilism, right? Atheism is a Trojan horse for nihilism. It's just scary, man, to think that so many people don't understand or realize this, right? They're kind of being duped and tricked. A lot of people just see atheism like it just liberates you, right? There is no God, so you can do whatever you want, right? They don't really see how, you know, atheism, you know, say Trojan horse for nihilism. If there is no God, right, that means we're just accidents. If you're just an accident, you don't have any real purpose or meaning or value, right? Your existence is kind of worthless, right? You know, and you know, this is like nihilism. Like, once you become an atheist, you're kind of also becoming a nihilist in a lot of different ways, right? You know, that's why, you know, again, atheism is the biggest conspiracy in the modern age. It dwarfs all of the other conspiracies, right? The flat earth conspiracy, any other type of conspiracy you can think about, right? Atheism kind of dwarfs all of it, right? Because, you know, atheism's a Trojan horse for nihilism. Atheism entails nihilism, right? That's, once you embrace nihilism, you might as well just commit suicide, right? Which is why I believe that, you know, that's why I believe that, you know, there's going to be a lot more depressed people in the future, right? You know, because, you know, there's going to be a lot more depressed people in the future, right? Because, you know, atheism will be it is being normalized, right? You know, atheism, that's just a Trojan horse for nihilism. You know, a lot of atheists are extremely depressed people, man. Of course, a lot of atheists would say that, you know, well, no, I'm not depressed, I'm an atheist, I just live my life, but I just know that there is no God, so, you know, you can't say anything to me, man. Alright, but, you know, a lot of atheists are depressed, right? You know, Christopher Hitchens used to, like, smoke a lot and drink a lot, right? Because he looked like, in my opinion, I believe that he was, like, kind of depressed. Plenty of other people like him, man. Yeah, you know, the biggest conspiracy in the modern age, right? Atheism. Because through atheism, right, nihilism is going to be kind of like also unleashed and normalized around the world, and people are none the wiser to this, and that's kind of shocking. Now, so many different people, they just kind of embrace atheism, but they don't really understand, right, that, you know, atheism kind of is just kind of nihilism, right? Once you embrace atheism, you're also kind of embracing nihilism in a lot of different ways, right? Because, you know, atheism says we're just accidents, right? Everything you see around you is just an accident, right? We don't have any real purpose or value or meaning. We're just accidents. Everything's just an accident, right? You know, this is like literally nihilism, and that's why, you know, I believe that atheism and nihilism go hand in hand there. You know, atheism's a Trojan horse for nihilism. That's why I believe that atheism in the modern age is the biggest conspiracy, right? Because you know, Albert Pike said that we shall unleash the atheists and the nihilists, or he said we shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists. I can't remember in which specific way he said it, right? But, you know, he was trying to say, you know, there will be a concerted effort to normalize atheism, right? He kind of was also implying that, you know, by normalizing atheism, they're also going to be normalizing nihilism. And this is kind of shocking, man. And again, a lot of people don't even really pay attention to any of this. They just kind of ignore what's going on around the world, and that's kind of very shocking and scary. Like, only a few people are kind of even aware of what's going on, and that's kind of horrible, man. So many people are just completely ignorant and stupid, and not really even caring about anything that's happening, right? Not even really caring about what's going on and stuff. The agenda is being carried out. Yeah, you know, atheism is the biggest conspiracy in the modern age. There is no conspiracy greater than the conspiracy of atheism. And, you know, Albert Pike, he said, we shall unleash the atheists and the nihilists. We shall unleash. He was talking about how there will be a concerted effort to normalize atheism and also to kind of normalize nihilism, just as an extension, right? This is kind of shocking, man. This is kind of shocking. He was talking about this stuff. This is kind of just shocking, man. He was kind of discussing stuff like this, and that's it. he was trying to talk about this, man. He was talking about how there will be like some type of, concerted effort to normalize atheism again sometime in the future, and that time is now. I believe that time is like literally right now. I believe that atheism is becoming normalized right now, and that's kind of shocking and scary, right? And atheism again is a Trojan horse for nihilism, right? By atheism becoming normalized, nihilism is also going to become normalized, and that's going to lead to a lot of depression and misery. You got to kind of make sure you're paying attention to this and being aware of this as well, right? Atheism's the biggest conspiracy in the modern age.